Okay. Alright. So this is a recast for the game 1 between Katka and Deform something. We were supposed to have a semifinals between these two teams, but Deform didn't show up. Not a single player from their team show up for whatever reason. So I'm just gonna do a recast for the two games they played during the regular season for the UGC League Eastern Invites. And here we go. Okay. Okay, that was a little bit loud. Let me tune it down. That should be alright now. Anyway, I'm just gonna do typical introduction stuff, since that's what... I can't close it right now, can I? I can! Wonderful. Alright, so we have Team Katka and Deform something going head to head. And this will be within the regular seasons of UGC Dota 2 League Season 4 Eastern Invites. The first band coming up from Team Katka will actually be the Clockwork. And surprisingly, that's not within any of the heroes I've actually written down to be specifically pay specific attention to. And I actually wonder, that's one very important thing. When was this game actually played? 6.84? Or the Undying band, so Juggernaut band. I think this is 6.83. This is probably 6.83 and not 6.84 meta, so pretty old meta that we're gonna be casting in. And the rubber band effect still in play. That's gonna be a pretty interesting game to look at.
10 seconds remaining.
Anyway, we'll have a quick wait for them to go into the second pick. From what we see in Total Buff is that they do really love... Actually, we do have a Gyrocopter and Undying band, so... That, and a Vengeful Spirit picked up by Team Katka. I was just about to say, actually, on Total Buff, Deform actually really likes the Vengeful Spirit. They have, I think, like 14 or 15 games on it. And they also have some really good Undying and Lion plays in general. So, but the Vengeful Spirit pickups kind of... it's still not too obvious. I'm really not too sure, but it does, based on the bands so far, it does look hint towards the idea deck. Well, Lion and Vengeful Spirit, first two picks, Lion and Vengeful Spirit. That's based on my impression of casting. That's classic 6.83 meta. And of course the Juggernaut ban as well, though the Undying and Gyrocopter is not so, a little bit clinching towards the 6.84, but that's something I should have actually checked. Pretty hilariously, I forgot to pay attention to it. Anyway, we'll be waiting for a second pick from Deform. And so if this is 6.83, all the research I've done is pretty much useless, because I was actually going to point out they have a really good record on Shadow Fiend and Invoker as well. Pretty much not the heroes you go ahead. Oh, that's actually a Queen of Pain pickup, so this may be a 6.84 after all. So I'm just going to go ahead with the stuff that I've done anyway. So we do have some really good Invoker and Shadow Fiend, but not gonna be too effective since there's already a Queen of Pain being picked up by Deform. They also have a very good Storm Spirit player. Actually, Sortress himself is a very good Storm Spirit player. He has a good record, though that's solo kill, and I'm not too sure how that plays out into his team. And
5 seconds remaining.
But then again, you could potentially, you are on the Radiant, so the Radiant does have a slightly better offlane than the Dire does. Slightly safer offlane, so to say, because they have a bigger, they're closer to the tower, more or less, though the recent patch does improve that a little bit. The Doom is being banned out by Katka, and the Slug pickup actually does strongly suggest this is probably 6.84. And I was just about to say, actually, since Deform is actually on the Radiant side, they could potentially send the Queen of Pain on the offlane. Not something we don't see very often. Actually, they've banned out the Storm themselves, so it's not going to be part of their pickup anymore. At least it's not playing. They actually have a lot of, only 2 of the players that I've researched is on the team,
10
so
seconds remaining.
that's pretty funny because they only have 5
5
roster
seconds
players,
remaining.
and while they have 1 standing right here. They are a weird team, that's
Reserve
what I'm gonna
time.
say. Anyway, on the other side, we do have most of the player. Actually, not
team
too
back.
much either. I did research on 5 players, and well, Junao is here. Rico is here. That's about it. And we have a Phoenix band right now. It's a 4th band. Anyway, I'm just gonna
10 seconds.
forget
remaining.
about all the research I've done and just focus on the game. There's really not
5
much point
seconds
since most of the
remaining.
players I've done research on are actually not here anyway. So we'll see how this goes. The Wind Ranger gets banned out. I'm not too sure what they're too worried about the Green Ranger. Slug being picked up. Both teams have actually go into 1 support and 1 core. Both cores also extremely capable at running in any lane.
Dire
Both the
team
Queen of Pain and the Slug is very capable to go on safe, off, and hard lane, mid lane respectively. A Silencer is now being picked up. Surprising pick actually, considering Silencer isn't particularly effective. Global Silence isn't going to be particularly effective on Vengeful Spirit or Slug. Silence is always
10
useful though.
seconds remaining.
It's always good. We'll see. They will go for a mid-def Prophet pick.
Radiant team pick.
And the query of whether this is 6.83 or 6.84 still lingers in my brain. The draft is just so uncommon, I guess. Unique. That's a nicer way to put it. And the Doom band, so maybe a lot of research going into for them before the game as well. So
10
there's of
seconds
course that.
remaining.
And we'll see what Deform's gonna go for right now.
5 seconds remaining.
They have
Reserve
2
time.
supports, or potentially even running the Silencer mid, putting the Queen of Pain, as I've spoken before about it, putting on the off lane, and potentially pick up. Let's see, a Disruptor will actually be pretty good. Works pretty well against the Death Prophet, works very well against the Slug as well. The swap does negate the kinetic field, but nonetheless, Disruption. Static Storm is always very, very good against Death Prophet and Slug if you're able to trap it. They will actually go ahead and pick up a Drow Ranger, so Silencer will not be a safe lane farmer for sure. Actually, come to think of it, Drow can go mid as well. They have a very versatile draft, that's what I'm gonna say. They have a very, very versatile draft coming up from them. Drow can go mid and safe lane, not on the off lane. Queen of Pain and Silencer can go on all 3 lanes as well.
10 seconds
Though
remaining.
definitely you want a farming Drow. So I expect the Drow to be going on the safe lane.
5
Silencer
seconds
potentially
remaining.
as a support. Queen of Pain on the mid lane, going up against the Death
Reserve
Prophet.
time.
Though I don't particularly think that's a very good lineup for Deform. We'll see where they go out for the last pick, and of course Katka's 4th pick will play a major role in that as well. So let's see, the Disruptor is actually still a pretty good pick for both teams. Queen of Pain jumping into the Static Storm would effectively just kill him. Drow Ranger being caught in the Static Storm. Of course, Static Storm isn't going to be too annoying for the Drow Ranger. It does quite a lot of damage. And Drow Ranger isn't exactly a very tanky hero. Bat Rider.
Radiant team
Bat Rider a pickup. I'm starting to believe this is 6.83 again. We'll find out very soon. Once we get into game, we'll know.
seconds remaining.
Bat Rider is actually an excellent pickup against Drow Ranger.
5
Jumping in
seconds
with the lasso will effectively remove the bonus AGI for agility from the Drow Ranger, and it removes a significant amount of bonus damage for all the other 4 heroes attacking
Team banned.
Or at least if the fourth hero is gonna go in. I actually look at it, I'm gonna go for a Dazzle pick. It's going to be a much better pick.
Radiant team
They ban out the Visage. I don't actually think the Visage would have been a powerful combo, but I don't think it links up really well against along with Queen of Pain and Silencer and Lion. Putting a Silencer as a core and running a potential, it could be a little bit too greedy. So, but running a Dazzle would be pretty good. Just increase the amount of sustain. You have a ridiculous squishy lineup right now. So maybe more team fight control based hero. Tidehunter will actually be a pretty good pick up right now. But really see how they want to do this. That's a very interesting draft in general. Even for 6.83, this is a pretty... Actually, I don't think this is 6.8. Okay, will be a Tidehunter.
Dire team
Jackpot for me. Someone give me a cookie. And the final pick will be a Beastmaster. This is 6.84. There's no way this is 6.83. At least I don't believe this is 6.83. No one's gonna pick Beastmaster in 6.84. And Troll Warlock was not picked up or banned. That is ridiculous. If this is 6.83, that is ridiculous. Anyway, we'll go into the game and we'll find out very, very quickly. Both teams are just waiting the timeout to be able to pick something up. And there you go. Something's wrong.
prepare for battle.
Free cam. Something's wrong. Okay, now it's picking it up. For whatever reason, XSplit was not picking up Dota 2 for a short while. Anyway, we are in game right now. And this is once again a recast for UGC Dota 2 League Season 4 Eastern Invites between Katka and DFS. And anyway, based on the item we do see now, okay, the Observer Ward stack, so this is 6.84.
30 seconds to battle.
Queen of Pain will be going mid, Stanley bringing the King of Pain mid, Jano on the other side bringing the Death Prophet mid, just simply based on the item pickup. Looks like going on the off lanes will... still pretty hard to say. But pretty much a Tidehunter off lane, Lingbo with the Tidehunter off lane.
The battle begins.
And we'll see how this goes. Anyway, Queen of Pain will pick one up. Actually, both going the way of DFS to begin with, but Draw Ranger taking a lot of damage right there. And Scoot's not interested to chase that down. Immediately dewarded, so that's a pretty good start for DFS so far. Stanley throwing up the Shadow Strike, very typical level 1 skill from the Queen of Pain. And just, this should be a pretty even lane, or at least I expect a generally even lane. And a second Sentry Ward may potentially go down very soon, and yes, it will go down. So instantly both wards has been dewarded. Very well played from Deform right there, removing both Observer wards from the field. And it will be a 3-1-1 and a 1-1-3 for both teams. So it will be a tri-lane on both sides, and Jono gets really, really low. And both of them gets really low actually. And Queen of Pain surprisingly didn't stay. She did not have anything off cooldown though, so well, let's see what's gonna happen. A potential sneak first blood with a jump. I'm not gonna be able to connect actually. And the jump will come in right now, and the first blood goes the way of Stanley. And that's exactly what she was waiting for. Just a little bit of regen and get into a more comfortable range where she will not go down from a skill or a few right clicks, and just jump in with some right clicks and a Shadow Strike. She did put a skill in level 2 into Shadow Strike though. She does get the level 4 lead, so 1 level lead above Funnel. Though she is very low, so she worried. Okay, the border does come out, and it is 2 minutes right now. So, but the invisibility room will be cancelled out, and she gets really low. And oh, a miss from Jano actually. Does she has a border yet? No, she does not. And X-Trix actually doing a good job protecting the bounty rune, so she will get 3 border charges again. So a very well timed border. And a good first blood for her. So a very good start for the mid lane Stanley. Lingbo on top, getting up until level 2, going in at level 3, slightly behind the Bat Rider, who is having a much better time right now. He did go into a significant amount of his tangles already actually. And Stanley actually gets harassed down to danger level. And both of them are danger level 2. This is pretty dangerous. A jump and... okay, she doesn't have the mana to jump and scream. Otherwise, a jump and a scream could actually just remove Drano from the equation of being afraid of. And let's see what Stanley's gonna do. Potential stun coming in. A little bit of misplay right there, I think. And the right click from Drano will bring her down. And waited a little bit too long right there. And we'll give a return kill away, but the only good thing you can take from that is that there was 2 heroes instead of 1. I think the bottle is sitting here. I'm not too sure why it's not moving. I'm not too sure why the courier isn't moving. The scream comes in and Shadow Strike. He's gonna go down for sure, and he's dead. Yeah, the bottle is not moving. I'm not too sure why. But anyway, Beastmaster will be able to kill Lingbo up top. So Yuriko getting a return kill. Sort of a return kill. Not really a return kill anyway, but a kill is a kill, and they will take it any day. And the offlaner continues to get zoned out, closing in on level 4. And Bat Rider actually about 200 experience above him, and so far not too much lead. It goes up and down between the both teams, and really quite negligible so far. The farm on both cores are doing actually pretty okay. Bat Rider has a double stack right there. Yeah, just a double stack. So he will be able to farm this pretty well. A pause coming up from this Beastmaster. And actually Stanley is up right here. We do have a sentry ward right here, but they're not going to be able to spot too much out. And let me just jump forward for 10 seconds. And I'm gonna be lazy. Wait, that's the right jump. Alright. I just don't want to wait for pauses. This is after all. Recast, the jump will come in with a Sonic Wave being thrown out. Actually hits on 2, gets really low, but Bob will be able to just walk out of that, and Yuriko will survive that as well. The Shadow Strike, I don't think enough to kill him. Will not be able to bring him down. And they're still lingering here. They know they are able to pick someone off. They're sending the illusion in to find Bob. And oh, he's actually just gonna come in. Tanks up a little bit of a tower damage. No, just gonna back away right now. He's still here actually. A creep will go into the wave. And the Hawk is actually spotting everything out. Lingbo comes in. Does force to skill level in Gush very early on. Or maybe that's just his preference. Usually we don't see that happening too often, and Enrique actually Scoot actually farming up, getting up onto the level 5, maintaining his, actually increasing his lead. Now he has a full level, almost 500 experience above the Tidehunter right now. And even being zoned out doesn't really matter. And we'll see the Beastmaster going down, switching down into the bottom lane. So Yuriko will be taking over the bottom lane. He does have the capability to farm from far, and the slow is definitely more devastating on Draw Ranger. Okay, Ward will come back up, and Extra is actually trying to protect. I think we do have an engagement up in middle. Stanley gets no silent skill, surprisingly, when even though you're going up against Green Pain. The stun will connect, so this could be dangerous. The right click from Geno will finish him off. And GT gets a last word thrown on him, but that's about all that's gonna happen. The finger, no finger, not that high on level. Oh, looks like Huano is actually gonna go down too. A TP coming in from Yuriko. Wanting to try to get a return kill. No raw available, so not going to be able to do so. The X will not connect. Level 1 actually, so not going to be able to do much with that. Double stack right here on the Ancient, so probably for the Tidehunter to catch up. He's really far behind though. Level 6 already? Nope. Very close though. Not close to a Blink Dagger though. Potential aggression. Nope. Not really gonna follow up. Joe Ranger's alone. Doesn't want to go too deep. With Lasso, he can actually potentially solo. Does she have Gush? She does not have Gush. Zombie does not have Gush. Scoot can potentially solo her if he plays his cards well. And GT is just hiding in the jungle, so they're gonna wait for something to happen. And Stanley is actually clearing stacks. That's pretty weird.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
you can see that DFS is taking the lead in general. And Joe Ranger just maintaining, surprisingly having much higher net worth. Did he get a kill? I don't think so. No kill for Joe Rangers, but just more effective farm in general, I guess.
Top is missing.
And we do have an engagement right now. Slug trying to get a pounce, will get it onto straight hill. Last was being thrown out, but Ravage will come out on 2. And actually all 4 actually. The Sonic Wave connects on 2, finishes off. And it will be 2 down for 1 right now. 1 support and a core for a support actually. And Scudos will throw up, trying to just push everyone back. Stanley gets really low, blinks away. Lingbo is in danger right now. He does get burned down, and so tries now the secondary target. No mana for the Lasso, but the skill from Geno will finish that off. And it turns out to be a 3 for 2. They get an offlane and 2 supports for their safe laner and a support. Based on gold, they definitely benefited from deck, and Death Prophet got a lot of gold from deck and experience as well. That's pretty important for her. But in general, based on hero loss, I actually think it's more or less a draw. Oh, that's actually really dangerous from Enrique. From Scoot. He gets really low right there. Playing with fire. Literally playing with fire. Where's the Queen of Pain? In base. Steeping back to mid as well. GT is still sitting mid actually. And that's more or less the idea of 6.84. Just protect your mid and oh, the Hawk gets sniped. That's the general idea. Protect the mid, and that's how you win the lane in general actually. She wanted a reload for the border, but Scoot did not pick it up, and the Blink Dagger available with the Lasso. Actually running into creep will connect on Stanley, pulling her back. Negative armor coming in, will be able to blink away. Magic Missile not in time, a little bit slow. First Lasso if the game wasted. Going down to the drains. Not getting anything done, and up top straight. Axe straight manages to get away, presumably from the Yuriko and Jano's gang. Mamzi is just forced into hiding right now. He does skill 1 level into Gush. 35 bonus damage to everyone right now, except for Tidehunter. Tidehunter is the stat loner, though that is definitely the important skill to pick up. And Scoot's not too worried. He knows the Lasso is down, so wouldn't be too worried, even though there's actually a pretty quick Blink Dagger, though no other items being picked up from him. Will complete his magic stick right now. Magic wand actually. Nope, no stuns. GT not able to get the stun off. Otherwise that would have been a good
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That would have been a key kill right there. Rotation coming back in. Two pretty defensive wards in general from DFS actually. And actually both teams have defensive wards up. And we may have a jump on Stan Lee right now. Surprisingly, why Lasso in 4 seconds? That's what they want to get. Flames being... what is Firefly actually already being thrown out. Regeneration rune of Stanley. That's lucky. And looks like he will steal... okay, Firefly is actually half gone. He's just gonna burn down the crypt. And Finger of Death, I assume it will be a Finger of Death. Sonic Wave being thrown up, and Scooter stayed a little bit too long. Like, they lose a lot of health. And Jano now throws out his ultimate, but I'm not sure whether he will be able to last for too long. Ravage on 2 right now, and Wano is still alive. Trying to linger in here. He's definitely dead. And it will go down. Draw Rangers. Bram Zombie picking up that kill. And a double damage rune available for Stanley to just pick up. That's disastrous actually, the dive. Lingering a little bit too long. 1300 gold going the way of DFS. They definitely have a bigger lead right now. Oh, wrong button. 3000 gold and experience actually. Oh, the jumps comes in on Yuriko. He's going to try to TP away. I don't think that's going to be possible. Global Silence comes in, but a right click from Zombie would be sufficient. GT now is in danger. One more right click and that is enough. The hit for really big bomb right now, just based on the aura and the lasso. Another lasso wasted. The bonus damage going up to 42, and all these range heroes are hitting for a bonus 42 damage, and no one can actually tank this up. Another kill giving away 4 kills for nothing actually. Triple kill going the way of Stanley. A disastrous fight once again for Katka.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Double damage now. We'll try to push down the tower a little bit.
Under attack.
We're not actually be able to do too much.
Top tower is
That's probably one reason why I did so much. The first item coming up will actually be an Ill Scepter from Stanley. Pretty interesting considering he dominated his game. He did not go for the Aghanim Scepter. Most of the heroes in Qatar are pretty squishy. The Aghanim Scepter would have been a really good pickup, but he decided against it. A quick item recap from everyone. We do have a Blink Dagger up on Lingbo, so the offlaners are more or less even right now. We do have a Ill Scepter and a Casual Yasha, which is why you see a ridiculous amount of bonus. They're going up to 50 right now after the involvements. Just getting the level 11 big kills. And over on the other side, Scoot, who has the Blink Dagger. Bob picks up a drum just to be a little bit more tanky, and that's about it. Pretty sad. Not going to be able to go into a quick SNY from him. And GT not picking up anything, so looks like Jano is going for an Eel Scepter as well. That's about all we're gonna see right now. I'm gonna need some really big fights right here. And a jump coming in from Stanley, gonna kill off the Hawk once again, and Blink Dagger used to get away from this. And they're gonna steal the dragon.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And it's smoke being used up there. Engaged now. Raw on Stanley alone. Lasso being used, but the Ravage will catch 4 actually. Finger being thrown out. Global Silence coming in as well. And 3 kills down right now. And Jano trying to run away will not be able to do so. That is 4 kills. Getting for nothing. 3 ultimates expended as well. Disastrous fight once again. The DSF in control of game 1.
Under attack.
That's gonna be a big spike, going all the way up to about 7500 gold and experience lead. Pretty even on the gold experience right now. And this is exactly what DFS want right now. Oh, very nice juke there from Bob, just turning around instead of running straight where most usual heroes would have gone. Doing a good job negating the Queen of Pain. Going for the Aghanim Scepter now. Should still be able to complete it before the 20th minute. Though actually now I question the Aghanim Scepter build. You are winning the early game with a draw combo strategy. You should be going for an Necronomicon. You should be trying to end the game by latest 30th minute, not dragging it out. I think a little bit of too greedy there from Stanley. Going for the Aghanim Scepter. But he's pretty close to it though. He may even complete it before the 20th minute if he gets some good ganks off. Or maybe just get well, there's only one more T1 left. They could potentially force a T2. They are very, very strong right now. And they are very capable of just taking a T2 as 5. But looks like Katka is going to be interested to try to bring the T1 down. Glyph of Fortification being thrown out. T1 will go down up top. No rotations coming in yet. So the Glyph of Fortification, or actually Tidehunter is rotating in. Ravage not going to be available for 25 minutes. Sorry, 25 seconds. That's minutes a little bit too long right there. TP coming in from Stanley. The Raw connects on Lion alone. They try to finish one hero off. Global Silence being thrown out right now. Defensively more or less. But Stanley goes forward. Tries to finish off GT right now. The Eel Scepter being used to dodge the magic missile. He will stay alive. Lasso trying to get her. But jumps forward. The Scream will finish off GT. Godlike streak for her. That brings her even closer. Actually completes her Argalian Scepter right now. 3 heroes on the chase. Will not be able to catch up. And that is really, really disastrous. Early game Eel Scepter to be a little bit more defensive, and she actually still managed to complete her Argalian Scepter before the 20th minute. And that's really, really good. And they actually didn't get any kill. They gave away a Vengeful Spirit, and that's about it. The kill on the Draw Ranger will be pretty big, but looks like they're gonna give away another kill though. Maybe even more than one actually. They're gonna lose another one. This Draw Ranger is just too big for them to deal with. Maybe even 3. Yuriko trying to TP up. The swap will he's gonna go down. That's a triple kill. Maybe even ultra kill right now. GT just turning that around, and that's an ultra kill going away. That is just ridiculous. 1500 gold all to herself. Completes her Manta Star. And they should just be able to go high ground right now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They are just ridiculously tanky. Lasso is available, though he is alone. I don't think he's actually capable of taking on the Draw Ranger alone now. Not anymore.
Invisibility.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And if Sonic Wave shows up, just connect Eureka Finger giving up. And so Trash will be the one that gets that kill. And now Lasso on Stanley, but the Earth Spike will connect, and the Hex as well, this time cancelling the Lasso out. So the Raw comes in on Stanley. They still need to finish him off. They get X straight first, though he's technically quite useless already. He just get to blink away, and Soltrice gets the Earth Spike only on 2 this time. Enrique and Swap will be used to actually bring him back, and the Pounce will connect him. They jump forward, trying to finish off Scooter. Stanley will be able to get that kill. No more mana for Bob, so I don't think they will be able to do much. Hawk being thrown out to keep with vision over where Stanley is going. And Yuriko is actually now caught here alone. Shadow Strike being thrown out. He will take up the stake, so he will have a lot of mana. Just gonna TP out of this. Sonic Wave being thrown out due to the Argalian Scepter. Fast cooldown right there. Double kill for her. And it will turn into a 2-for-1. And this is really disastrous. 25-8. A 12,000 gold and experience lead for DFS. I don't see any way back from this, and I'm actually pretty surprised that DFS isn't going into a 5-man death ball right now. Having the crazy amount of lead right now, they should just go 5-man death ball, or at least 4-man Draw Ranger split push and a 4-man death ball. They are very, very capable of doing that. And Ligbo gets trapped right now. He is caught right here. Ravage available. He will throw it out, and he will actually stay alive. No, he will actually stay alive. And the finger comes, oh not the finger, sorry, Earth Spike comes out and somehow manages to stay alive. Scooter now in danger. Enrique throws out, nope, not gonna connect actually. Chano, not Enrique. Why do I keep saying Enrique? Stanley jumps forward, picks up the regeneration rune. Oh, just the rune she really needed. And a killing spree for Bob. He actually manages to pick off the Tidehunter. And Ling Bo staying a little bit too long right there. Draw Ranger finishing off the Roshan by herself. This could be pretty dangerous. I actually think she could potentially turn around. They actually find her. And they do not have a lasso. Do they? They have the lasso. That's going to be pretty big. Global Silence coming out a little bit too late. They finish it, but this is a very big pickoff. They will be able to get her 1,000 gold going the way of the Death Prophet. Much, much more to everyone else. 2,100 gold going one-sided. And they will get a free Roshan out of that as well. Slug manages to finish off Where the heck is Slug? Slug manages to finish off Lion, maybe getting a second kill, will be able to get a double kill right there. And Slug is definitely a comeback mechanism for them. Not too far behind. Aghanisceptor still sitting on the floor right there, but GT will go down to the Queen of Pain. They're still keeping it for the Slug, and he will be able to get that up right now. And we'll just heal back up to max. So the drum's actually paying off really, really well. He will go for a Yasha now. Casual, I'm not too sure. Potentially Sinch and Yasha still. Still a pretty good item. Slight buff to it in 6.84, I believe. And that's just really, really useful right there. And that's a comeback mechanism. Bob is the only comeback mechanism right now. He has actually not died too many times. Everyone else has actually been like almost pub game feeding style. 8 and 7 for GT and Jano. On the other side, 14 kills on the Queen of Pain. Christ, they need to kill her. She's gonna have a big bounty on her as well, actually. And they got the first big bounty right there. And the good thing about that bounty is that it's gonna stay that way for a long, long while. She is top of the net worth chart. She will be giving extra 25% every time, and that's what Bob is interested with, the Shadow Blade hunting. Will she be able to get it? Wano coming in as well. The pounce does connect. The Mantas are immediately dodging it though, and gets really, really low. Bob gets a gush off on 2. Scepter being used to lift her up. She's dead. And she will go down. 600 gold this time. And 1300 shed between all the teams. Beastmaster disconnects from the game. I'll just jump forward. More and more disconnects actually. Wow, that's a long disconnect. Oh. Wow. How many times am I gonna have to skip this? Okay, Vengeful Spirit's back. Yuriko is not back yet. Oh, Vengeful Spirit disconnected again. And GT is back again. That's a really, really long pause. Talking about pauses, we had a ridiculous pause yesterday too in Asia Iron League. It was a best of 3, it went to game 3, but it lasted for like 4.5 hours. 3 match for 4.5 hours. You can imagine the amount of pause we had in that game. Oh my god. They do have 15 minutes of wait time according to UGC rules, so it's okay. So this is actually just gonna continue without Yuriko. This happened once, I guess, in UGC as well actually, Asian Iron League 2. Asian Iron League, oh no, this is instant invite. Can't remember the game. Oh yeah, White Can Gaming against Red and White Gaming. One of the guys had power outage, he had to drive out to an internet cafe or something like that. Okay, with one guy out of the equation, I do think they should go. Okay, they are doing the 4-man death ball right now. Actually, they should do 5. Joe Ranger died twice, and she's really getting picked off way too much. And that's something they should really, really look into. Just push S5 now. They are a very, very strong team. They still have an 8,000 gold lead. They have been throwing their leads away. 6,000 experience, 8,000 gold. They should be staking S5 and fighting. They have the more powerful lineup. That Prophet isn't remotely big yet. Jano can be burst down very, very quickly. A Sonic Wave and a finger given to the Death Prophet will bring her down very, very quickly. And that's exactly what they can and should do right now. Jano actually going for Perseverance and Ultimate. Oh,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm honestly not too sure. Perseverance builds into Octrine Core. Actually, we will get a lasso on the Tidehunter right now. They need to burst her down, but a Sonic Wave connects on 3. They do get a burst down. Ravish connects on 3 too. as well. Jado gets really low. Bob comes in trying to finish off everybody right now. He's gonna have to run away. He's getting silence up. He's gonna have some ultimate pauses coming out from Death Prophet actually. During a fight. Nonetheless. Oh. He's back apparently. Where is he? He's dead though. He's died. Love English. He just gave away. He just gave away the information. I have buyback. He has buyback. He's not coming back though. At least he doesn't. Okay, there he is. GG, well played. Let's go. There he is. He's reconnected now. That's a really... Though I don't think it was 15 minutes. 15 minutes would have required me to jump like... I mean 15 minutes is the rule, so... Anyway, resuming. Going back into action right now. Bobs gets really low. Still alive. Gonna prop the Aegis right now. TP coming in from a Beastmaster. I'm not too sure for what. Exactly. They're not going to be able to do too much. It will become a 1-for-1 so far. Oh, the Eel Scepter actually connects now on the big jackpot right there. And they will be able to get her as well. Maybe potentially burst her down. Will be able to get that kill. And Stanley goes in front, gets rolled up. And that's a big one. That's 1300 gold in itself. And they finish the Lion off as well. That's a major kill. BKB being picked up as well, though not really the best item right now. Does protect her from the finger of death. The Sonic Wave is still gonna kill her though. 3400 gold going their way, and a negative 1300 on the other side. That's a 4700 swing right there. And we'll that's dipping a little bit too little. It will dip a little bit more. We'll take a T3 right now. T2, sorry. What the heck am I talking about? And we're gonna continue to push it. They will actually not go for the high ground. They're just gonna force the issue in the T2. I'm gonna force the issue because I don't think they're actually much more than capable of actually taking it out. It's full HP though. Creeps aren't coming. Everyone will be back up by then. Bob has actually overtaken. He's now top of the network. They don't have the extra 25% gold anymore. Oh wow, they didn't have the extra 25% for a long while already actually. Because extra 25% requires the net worth to be, I think, 10% above your highest or your lowest. 25% higher than your lowest, I think. That's not going to be too possible right now. If Vengeful Spirit gets a kill, she gets a lot of gold, that's for sure. And Silence coming up. He's going to actually turn on one. Going to finish off Soul Tries very quickly. Uses the ultimate to get away. And Stanley jumps in a little bit out of position. Will not be able to get anything. The Hawk is right here. That's a full view right there. Jumps forward. GT gets slowed down on the Shadow Shot. He's just going to TP away. Sonic Wave being thrown out. And the Scream will finish her off. So it will be a 1-for-1. Actually beneficial. Oh, not going to be a 1-for-1. Bob comes in and finish off X straight right here. And a blink forward with the lasso, potentially. He does have the lasso. 4 staff available, already being used. Lasso will connect. Tide Hunter, Ravage is available. They do have 4. The Raw will connect before he can throw up the 7. That gets a 3. And they are coming back into this game with style. Simply picking up the Draw Ranger. 3 times actually. I actually feel it's more cocky plays than anything else. They had the chance to end the game, they just didn't do it. If they 5-man Death Ball after the Aghanim Scepter, they have been able to just kill everyone. There's no way Katka was going to be able to fight them 5-man. But instead, everyone decided to farm a little bit. They were like 2 or 3 pushing and ganking around here and there. And they gave away kills. Draw Rangers. Oh, they're now trying to focus down Bob. And a finger being thrown out, everything. They will get Bob down actually. 700 gold going the way of Stanley. And they're just actually going to back away. Sonic Wave throws out on 3 this time. Raw not in time, actually still on cooldown. And they will be forced to back away on the retreat this time. 1100 gold going away of the FS. Will they go into a Roshan Pete right away? No. For whatever reason, I don't see the Roshan clock. And 5 men. They have finally decided to 5 men. Oops. Major think about it. I actually think, looking at the situation right now, what could have been better for DFS was actually just pressing the advantage, building into an Necronomicon instead of a bloody Aghanim Scepter. Now he builds into a defensive Lincoln Sphere. I don't know why. You are the top net worth hero right now, the most dangerous hero in the game, and instead of building anything significant, you build into a Lincoln Sphere. I don't think you need any defensive items right now.
You hurt the ones you love.
And Lasso actually connecting on the Tide Hunter this time. Bob going to be able to finish off Stanley. Your Lincoln Sphere isn't going to save you right there. The Ravage connects on 3. And now Raw connects, finishes off Stanley right now. And Necronomicon already being activated. And Joe Ranger is getting killed. Link Bo gets burst down. Bo is focusing on him. Will be able to finish him off right now. Potentially turning on the supports. And the stun connects now on Soul Trice. But Bob is actually out of position, not coming back in. It's 3v3 right now. The slow coming in on Scoos, and he's actually gonna come in. Oh wow! Lion kills the Necronomicon and will pay with his life. Almost. He gets a blink away. Oh, he's stuck. I'm not gonna be able to find it. Will be a 2 for 2. Beneficial, obviously, towards the. Actually, it's hard to say. They both lost their offlane-ish. They both lost their offlane and mid-ish. So it's actually pretty even, but definitely because Queen of Pain is top of the net worth, it's gonna give a lot of gold away. And Lion picking up Shadow Amulet first. Interesting.
Money changes hands.
2.4, I believe. Oh no, 1.5 Fate Time. It's more than enough for Bob to kill you. Just sell a bloody bracer and finish a Glimmer Cape already. Okay, back to the talk. Queen of Pain. Lincoln Sphere. Very weird item actually. Protects you from Lasso. But Eel Scepter protects you from Lasso too. Unless you get pick off alone, Lincoln Sphere isn't exactly going to be a very useful item. And I still question why she didn't just go Necronomicon level 3 with the Aghanim Scepter. She can actually has enough gold to Necronomicon level 3 before the 20th minute and just bloody push high ground with it. With the Draw Ranger. With the Draw Ranger, let's just check. Okay, the Warriors Archer's damage is 120 at level 3. And Draw Ranger's bonus is probably like 60. Yeah, that's 180 damage. That's harder than a lot of things. The smoke on 5 will come in. They will find no one actually. They will find no one. They are on the opposite side of the map from each other right now. Bob is just gonna farm up. And they're just gonna trade T2s.
Dire's top tower is
And actually no, Bob's gonna be the only one pushing.
Structures are fortified.
Fortification, Glyph of Fortification is being used on one side. And they're actually going to push, not going to trade. Okay, they take the T2 really quickly. They're going to push high ground right now. Bob is going to take the T2 down bottom, so it will become a trade in the end. And they're going to take high ground. And Bob may be even pushing this wave of creep. There's 2 catapults here. They are fighting up with the ultimate, taking the T2, T3 really low. Ravage catches all 5 and the Global Silence comes in. They need to focus Bob down really quickly. Not going to be able to do so. Silence coming up. Last word being dropped right now. The Honor getting really low. Eel Scepter being used to save himself. Raw connecting only on 1 right now, but it is the Draw Ranger. The most important thing in the hero. They bring the Draw Ranger down. The Aura is off cooldown right now. No more Aura. Stanley comes in right now. Eel Scepter himself up. Still, everyone's still standing right now. Eel Scepter is used and gets silence down. One more right click should be available. And it will go the way of Squid. Queen of Pain buys back into the game immediately. Lingbo gets really low, trying to finish up Bobs right now. He's still alive. He's healing up with the ultimate, coming in, chasing up on X-Streak, will be bringing him down very quickly, and will get that last hit right now. Sonic Wave being thrown out on the other side, finishes off GT, chasing down Eureka right now, will find him, and the right click, Gem of True Strike drops down on the ground, is taken away, and Bob goes down, but the ultimate Aegis is bringing him back up. This is going to turn on Stan Lee, and Stan Lee gets burst out really, needs to blink very soon, will be able to blink away. The up spike connects on him as well. And he will actually stay alive, and they are potentially losing the whole lane of Rex, and Bob's just gonna run away. And maybe even turn on Stanley right here, makes the jump, the pounce disconnect. Oh, Eusceptor coming just in time, the Hex comes in as well, they may even be able to turn around. Sonic Wave should be available very soon. 1 second, he will be jump forward with the Sonic Wave, and the Sonic Wave comes up, gets the kill for Stanley. 1,000 gold going his way. But they lose the whole lane of Rex and about 600 hit points on the bottom tower. So wow, 2 buybacks coming up from the team. They gain 1800 gold for Katka, and they lose 2800 gold on DFS. That's going to be going all the way down. And at this point, actually, at about 10,000 gold lead, they could have ended the game, but decided to play around and toy around with Katka, and that's what you get when you toy around with people on pro games. And it's now 8,000 gold in favor of Katka, 4,000 experience lead for Katka right now. Wani was somehow surviving very long in the last game, in the last fight actually, in the mid fight, and she will now be able to pick up a Sonic Wave being thrown out right now, a little bit aggressive, trying to finish off her heart. I'm actually surprised she didn't go for a BKB, sorry, a Blade Mail. Considering how Stanley went for a Lincoln Sphere, going for a BKB, going for a Blade Mail would effectively just kill Stanley. The Sonic Wave being thrown out would just do like 400, 500 damage, 575 damage to herself. And obviously you're the much more tankier one. Okay, they will try to 5-man Death Borer now, though it's not exactly a Death Borer anymore. They are far behind, and Blink, I'm actually not sure what he's like, having a little bit of everything. So Lincoln Sphere, yeah, that's right, Ultimate Lobe and Perseverance, Lincoln Sphere. How did I not think about that? Oh, a Ravage actually being thrown out right now. Catches 3 only. Global Silence being thrown out. They may be able to finish Bob really quickly. They will be able to get that back. Ultimate is doing a lot of damage on the back. The jump forward. Stanley still has a lot of hit point right now. Lasso being used on her. And Huano is being saved right there by GT. Very well played to keep this. The Spirits doing a lot of damage. It will go down. Eusceptor being thrown out to save himself. Bob says actually, I think, buy back into the game. They do get to finish Stanley off this time. Going to chase us on other people. Not too sure who they're going to find. They're going to find no one actually. They're going to find no one. That's pretty sad. But it's going to be a 3 for 3 and a buyback from Bob. And Bob loses a lot of gold right there. 1600 gold in favor of DFS. But the meat creeps are pushing in. They're losing a lot of HP on the top T1 as well. The only good thing is the bottom T3 is not pushing in, and Bob is coming in and will have a perfectly timed pounce and death pack, and will be able to finish off Soul Trice. And looks like Linkbo is going to be in danger as well, defending up a lot of hit point, but don't think he's going to be able to stay alive. One more right click, and Scooter will be the one that gets it actually. I think the Firefly was the one that gets the kill, and T3 is going down right there. And potentially even a lane of Rex. 1 minute on the sideline from Queen of Pain. They're not going to be able to do anything about that. And there will be a full lane of Rex. Second lane, amazingly. And the buyback actually really paying off right now. Shadow Blade being activated again. Eye of Skadi completed. SNY, well, pretty much pointless, but let's just do a quick item recap as both teams back away from each other. Blink and Glimmer clip of Verbum Soul Trice. We have actually seen going towards a Hex. Stanley very close to a Hex actually, about 200 go away. X Street 5th position. Surprisingly, the Silencer 5th position. Linkbo with a blink and a lot of casual items. Casual Perseverance, casual Headdress, casual Colt. Zombie with the Yasha and Crystallis. That's about all she got. Since her How long was that? That was like about 10 minutes, 11, maybe around 12 minutes. Since the 12 minutes, she has got a Chrysalis and BKB. Though I think she was already halfway to BKB, but she has got a Chrysalis and a Helm. That's about it. That's really sad actually. Necronomicon on 3 on Yuriko. That's about all he has right now too. Going for potentially Shiva's Guard. Plate Mail, so not a Blade Mail, but casual Plate Mail holding on to it right now. Will tank up 50% of the damage. Heart completed. Il Scepter and BKB. GT looks like she's going for a Mechanism. Skadi and Saint Yasha for Bobs. And looks like Scoos is going for an Hex. That'll be a big item to pick up for the Bat Rider. Or well, Hex is a bloody big item to pick up for anyone. And the final lane of Rex, the final big push. Bobs is not with them. Ultimate is up and ready. BKB on 6 seconds. How much is BKB over here? BKB on 8 seconds actually. That's pretty good. And major thing about Queen of Pain is no BKB. Why Lincoln Sphere? I still question that pick. BKB gives you hit point and damage, just like Lincoln Sphere does. BKB blocks spell, just like Lincoln Sphere does. BKB does not block the Exorcism. Lincoln Sphere doesn't either. Okay, BKB doesn't block Last Soul, but you have Il Scepter to deal with that. Are they gonna push? They may be pushing very soon. And maybe waiting for Roshan. Roshan is actually spawning in a minute. They should be able to take Roshan without too much problem. Without even using Exorcism, considering how fat Bob is right now. Bob's going for a BKB. Does have enough go for it. Buyback's still on cooldown, so I don't think they're interested to wait for 3 minutes for his buyback. He does have enough gold. Nope, he's gonna buy his BKB up. And I think they are waiting for Roshan. That's definitely what they're doing right now. Invisibility rune given to Vengeful Spirit. And Roshan will come back up in 10 seconds. Very soon. And with the Aegis, they should be able to just comfortably steamroll. Oh, they actually smoked up. So everyone going different directions right now. If they pick Stanley off, that's a free Roshan. If they pick Stanley off, that's a free Roshan. And no, they're just gonna go into a Roshan pit with the smoke. Stanley's actually really far away. And surprisingly no medallion as well. It's actually going for the Glimmer Cape now. After picking up the buckle. Pretty interesting choice. Actually gives away his drums. And the cheese is on the ground. Oh, Stanley needs to run like the wind, and she will TP out of this. Pretty comfortably. The cheese is still left on the ground. They don't even care about the cheese anymore. And just gonna push down all the way. Mid is pushing in as well. And top is not too far behind either. Someone's going back for the cheese. And Scooter will pick the cheese up now. Bob's just gonna charge right in. YOLO. Nope, he's gonna stop. I thought he's just gonna YOLO in solo. And let's see how this goes. They may get a jump on him. No silence to deal with him though. Death Pack's just gonna perch Rocket Malevolence anyway. We'll wait for the jump. Both teams waiting for the jump on each other. Stanley standing up front, which is pretty weird. The Lincoln Sphere is propped right now. And I'm not too sure by what. Probably by the Eel Scepter. Glimmer Cape being used. 4 stops up front. Will not be able to get the hook on anyone he wants. Ravage being thrown out on 4 this time, doing a lot of damage. And there you go. The first kill is done. The swap is taken out to keep Slug alive. And BKB is now being popped, doing a lot of damage. And the Raw will come down. Finish off the Joe Ranger. Joe Ranger buys back immediately. Silencer gets brought out immediately as well. Bat Rider buys back right now. And Scully TP's in. They will take the T3 right now. And the team fight comes back in. Gosh being thrown out on 3.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they're gonna stand right now, waiting for the good fortification. Bob comes in, trying to finish off Soul Tries right now. BKB being popped as well. He will be able to get Soul Tries down right. And everyone backs down, back into the jungle. Back into the fountain. They will get a full lane of Rex. And Stanley comes in. Link Bow coming in, throws out a Gush. That's about all he's gonna do harassively. Lincoln Spear being popped right now. The Bob about to throw a Sonic Wave on 3 this time. And Bob continues to do a lot of damage, trying to finish off zombies right there. He still has his Aegis actually. And he's probably going to go down. And the Aegis is going to come right back up. Screwers trying to get someone. Not going to have Lasso, but he actually just going to have it for 1 second right now. Stanley jumps. Wow, that's a really far jump. That's, I think, max distance jump. And Zombie gets really, really low. And GG. Well played. Well, it's not called. They actually got the Ancient. So the Ancient goes down. And Cutout takes game 1. Very comfortably. That's a lie. They lost the early game terribly, and somehow DFS managed to throw that game away, like literally just throw that game out of the window. And anyway, this is a recast of UGC Dota 2 League. This is game 1 of the Eastern Invites on the UGC Season 4. My name is Bosi Tofu. You can like me on my Twitter, find all my Facebook, YouTube links on my Twitch TV page, and like and subscribe and follow on all those kind of things. And I'll be back with game 2